you doing? David Taub here. Hope all is going well, and I hope your guitar and musical journeys are going famously. And today I have a lesson where you could add a little spice to your playing by adding some arpeggios and arpeggio licks. I'll show you easy ways that you could build them, and I'll show you some different ones across the neck. We're going to play over a jam track. You know, I love the sound of arpeggios, and it really comes down to no matter what you're playing, it's all about the sounds and what you like and the emotion that you're trying to get across. And if you want this exact jam track, the one I'm using in this lesson, I'll send you this one and 5 more, 6 total. It's my jam track coach. I'll also send you 2 ebooks where I go over the tracks one at a time and explain, scales to try, modes, and why it works. It's a great learning tool, and I think you'll really like it. 6 killer tracks, 2 ebooks. Click on that link below. Send it to you for free. So we're in the key of E minor today, and the jam track is just a very simple, wide open 2-chord change. It's just an E minor chord to a B minor chord. And I say this all the time, but it's so important. Always know the chords that you're playing over. It's the chords that give you the full roadmap to what you can use lead guitar playing and improvisation wise. And all an arpeggio is the notes of a chord played separately. But they're awesome sounding because you can outline the chords going underneath with them, as well as they give you all those really hip notes in those chords, right? The roots, the flat thirds if it's minor, the fifth, flat 7, 9, 11, and you could add those in there depending on what notes you like. And that's a little bit about what this lesson is about. It's about finding those notes, adding them in, and creating these arpeggios, right? If you want to think about it like this, I'll give you an easy way to think about it and a little bit of theory, not too much, just a little bit, so you know where this is coming from. So if you want to think E minor chord, right here at the 7th fret, this E minor bar chord, and we're in the key of E minor. Over this track, you could use E minor pentatonic and blues over both chords all day long. That relates to all. If you want to go a little deeper, try E natural minor, E Aeolian mode, right? If you look at this chord, that has that 7th fret on the A string root. That's our E note. And you can associate that with your E natural minor scale that looks like this. The notes and the intervals in that scale, and I don't want to throw too much theory at you, but I think this is important because I want you to see how these arpeggios are built and kind of understand it, right? So the notes in the E minor scale and the interval is the E is our 1, F sharp is our 2nd, G is our flat 3rd, it's minor as our flat 3rd, right? A is our 4th, B is our 5th, C is our flat 6, and D is our flat 7. Everything, since we're in minor key, we're playing E minor chord, we want to play an E minor type arpeggio over that chord. So it all starts with your minor arpeggio or a minor triad. E minor, 3 notes, root, flat 3rd, and 5th is an E, the root, right? You have your G in there, your flat 3rd, and you have your B, your 5th, and those are the notes in an E minor chord, and it doesn't matter where you play that E minor chord, right? They all sound the same because it's basically it's all the same notes. It might just have a little different timbre. All E minor chords, and all those are just E, B, and G. And then if you look on the intervals in the E natural minor scale, we could start adding notes to those. Like you could add that flat 7th, let's say, the D, and then you have an E minor 7th arpeggio, right? You can add the flat 7th and the 9. Remember the 9, that F sharp? Then you have an E minor 9 arpeggio. So the first thing I did in that solo was I played a descending E minor 9 arpeggio. And then I played a little variation of that arpeggio, kind of repeating some notes like this. Okay, so the E minor 9 arpeggio. So the reason I like that arpeggio so much is because I really like that 9th note, the 9th or 2nd, in this instance F sharp. That note has a lot of drama, right? So I really like adding that in to the scale or the arpeggio. So I have this E minor arpeggio, I add the flat 7 and a 9, and it gives me that E minor 9. So the notes I'm playing in this arpeggio, if you look at it, I do a pull off from basically from the 8th to 7th fret. There's my F sharp. So G to F sharp. There's my root note E. There's my D, right? So there's my 1 and my flat 7. All right, and there's my B, which is my 5th. And then I have my G, my flat 3rd again. So I'm playing the root, the flat 3rd, the 5th, the flat 7th, and the 9th. The point is, if you like a certain note, like I like that F sharp note, how that sounds. I also like the A note, so we're going to use that in a second too. And adding those notes in give you these different sounds and these different sounding arpeggios. So you got to kind of find that balance between adding the notes that you like, but not adding too many notes and have it sounding like a scale. And you might hear me repeat notes, double up on notes, add a couple, slides or something. And that's awesome. You want to do that because you don't necessarily want to play arpeggio straight up and straight down. Just like you wouldn't play a scale straight down, straight up. Sound too stiff. Same thing with arpeggio. Good arpeggio playing kind of mixes the arpeggio notes with a few scale notes or licks or double up or, adding some emotion to them, some nuance, bending, slides, right? Things like that, adding some technique to it and some emotion. Please subscribe to the channel. Subscribing to the channel, that really helps us to keep bringing the content. Leave a comment in the comment box below. Let us know how you like this lesson. Let us know what lessons you'd like to see coming up. If you like the video, click the like button, give it a thumbs up, share it, and we thank you so much for your support. I told you I like that A note, so if we add the A note, then we have a minor 11 arpeggio. The 4th is the same as the 11th, just up higher. So, right? I like that. Let me slow it down. Right? So you have your E, here's our A, there's our 4th, right? 12th fret on the A string. And there's our B note. And then we play our D and our E. There's our G, there's our B, and there's our E. You can even slide it. Now we're getting into some licks, right? Slide it, slide back. So I went right up the minor triad. There's our minor triad, right? B, G, E. And then slid with the first finger to our root note, or 1. Cool lick based on this E minor 11 arpeggio. In the intro I played a minor 11 arpeggio, 1 note per string, which is kind of cool. So you can experiment where these arpeggios are found on different strings and play them in different positions and inversions. I played this one in that intro. I like that one a lot. It has an interesting sound because it's 1 note per string. So basically here it is slow. There's our E. There's our B, there's our F sharp, our 9, right? There's our G, there's our D, there's that A, that 11, right? Making that E minor 11. Movable too, so if you want to move it to another key, like if you want to do a B minor 11 arpeggio over the B minor chord, right? When that comes up, kind of treat each chord as a separate event. Just move that root note instead of here to our B note, 7th fret. Now we're in the key of B. So get those arpeggios under your fingers. That's the first thing, right? And then you could start adding some licks, connecting them to other scales over the certain chords. Like I connected it to a B natural minor scale over the B minor chord. Put your own twist on it and just put the track on and get lost in it, right? I hope you enjoy it. Don't forget, click on that link below. I'll send you not just this track, but 5 more, 6 killer sounding tracks, 2 ebooks, my jam track coach, send it to you for free. And please subscribe to the channel. That really helps us to keep bringing the content. Can't thank you enough for your support over the years. And I will see you in the next lesson. Remember, your guitar playing is an evolution. Rock on.